so much that he called you a selfish old gorgon who thinks only of her stomach.
What?
He said if I had any sense, I'd leave you to stew in your own juice. And what's more, I agreed with every word he said.
Iris, how dare you?
I said I wouldn't leave you because I owed you something.
I should say you do owe me something.
No, I did owe you something. I don't any longer. Whatever I owed you, and I don't think it was ever as much as you said it was, has been paid back 100 times over. I am going to leave you, and I'm going to get a job. And I'm never coming back as long as I live. Goodbye.
Well, really?
What exactly is a gorgon? Do you know, Miss W?
I'll thank you to keep your impertinence for your bar cronies, Mr. P. Iris! Iris! Miss Todd, Iris has gone off her head. She says she's going to leave me. Good. What did you say?
I said good.
That settles it. I shall leave myself.
Good.
Have you gone off your head, too?
It may interest you to know, Miss Winterton, you have only been tolerated in this hotel for so long because of Iris. As I seem to be the only friend she had in the world, I thought if I threw you out of this place, which heaven knows you've richly deserved time and again in the last 6 years, Iris would be in an even worse position than she is now. Or rather was, until she had the great good sense to walk out and leave you flat.
Oh,
I will make out your bill at once, Miss Winterton, and I may say nothing I have done for years will give me greater satisfaction.
Morning, Miss Winterton. How's everything?
Oh, go to the devil.
Peter!
Hello, Toddy.
Come into my office, quickly.
What's the matter with the old truck?
Oh, never mind that now. How long have you got here?
Well, I don't know exactly. My port engine's packed up. Why?
Well, I don't know what good fairy brought you here at this moment, but it's providential. You've got half a minute to make a very big decision. Iris is leaving. Now, do you or don't you want to marry her?
Well, Toddy, you see, it's all very difficult. You see,
All right, Peter, let me do the talking. Do you mind?
I thought about it an awful lot.
I've known for a long time what's been the trouble between you two. The thing that's been holding you back has been the thought of David and me, isn't that right?
Well, I shouldn't have told you this in 100 years, but, well, that's about it, yes.
Peter, believe me, you're wrong. Dead wrong.
Are you sure, Toddy?
I wouldn't lie to you about a thing like this. I promise you, if I could go back 5 years now and choose again whether or not to meet David, whether or not to fall in love with him, to marry him and bear his child, I'd choose again to have things happen exactly the way they did before. No other way at all.
But I can't understand. You
There
lay
isn't
yourself
anything to
wide-
understand. I can't explain it, but any other woman in the world would tell you the same. Look, there she is now. Go on.
Iris, look, could you, and have you got a minute to, could...
Peter! You haven't let her go.
Oh, Toddy, I couldn't stop her.
Well, go after her quickly and tell her she's to stay here as my guest until she gets a job, and tell her the Gorgon's gone, and tell her...
What?
Well, tell her you love her, and then see what happens. To the station, and please hurry.
Please, I've got something I must say to you.
Well?
Well, you see, look, a squadron leader's pay is 29 bob a day.
Is it really?
Oh, yes, and then with allowances and a bit of fiddling, you can get it up to about 31 and threepence.
Really?
Oh, yes. Yes, and then if you slip in a marriage allowance, of course, that's different. That's about 49 and ninepence a day.
Marriage allowance?
Yes, that's what I was trying to suggest. I mean, to ask you if...
What are you trying to ask me?
Well, look, it hasn't altogether been my fault. I've been confused and muddled about things, but my feelings haven't changed a bit in the last 4 years, not an atom. And I wondered if you could...
What, Peter?
Well, if you could take on 49 and ninepence a day. Tiny. Oh, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Excuse me. Come outside a minute, will you?
Excuse me.
Well, congratulate me.
Why?
Don't I look any different?
No.
I'm engaged to be married.
Who to?
I'll give you one guess.
And about time, too.
Now, look, Tiny, I want you to be best man,
I'd
see?
have murdered you if you hadn't. Well, I suppose this calls for a party tonight.
You bet. Got any money? Good. Now, look, we'll get Johnny and some chaps from this station.
Well, yes, and some of those types from 720.
720? Were they back from the mid?
Didn't you know? They're at Marston now. Yes, old Prune's the flight commander.
Prune? Good Lord, old Hitler's really had it now, hasn't he?
Well, here they are.
I made it 3 missing.
Stern's in.
Only beef for Baker missing.
Beef for Baker sighted, sir. Coming towards the field now.
It's flying on 3 engines.
Sir? B. Baker reports 1 engine cut, rudder half shot away. Elevator damaged and 1 500-pound bomb stuck in bomb bay. Bomb bay door won't close. Any advice?
Hello, Johnny. Suggest you make a heading of 165. 165, and bail out over airfield. Bail out. 7, 8, 9. When to count?
Sir? Pilot reports crew bailed out, no accidents. The controls will not set to required course.
Right.
Exterior speaker.
Hello, Johnny. Blueprint calling. Over.
Go ahead, Blueprint.
Climb to 3,000 feet and bail out. Over.
And have a 500-pound bomb going off in Shepley. Not on your life. I'm coming in. Out.
Hello, Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Go ahead, Blueprint.
Climb to 3,000 feet and bail out. That's an order.
Hello, Blueprint. There's something wrong with my receiver. I didn't get that. 3rd time lucky. Here I come. Out.
Children, ladies and gentlemen, children. Now, at this stage of the proceedings, I had hoped to introduce to you Captain John Hollis. Exactly. But unfortunately, it appears that he's prevented from coming here this afternoon. That is so, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, I know, children, but you must remember that he's probably on duty and that there are more important things in the world than entertaining you. However, I've been asked to introduce to you Lieutenant Joseph Frizzelli, who will speak to you in his stead. Lieutenant Frizzelli.
I'm afraid I can't tell you any stories, kids, because, well, I just don't know any. At least I can remember the 3 bears, but I guess you've all heard that one already, huh? I just want to say that on behalf of everyone at Halfpenny Field, it gives us all an awful big kick to see you having such a good time here this afternoon. And I only wish Johnny Hollis could have gotten along to see it, because I know it would have given him a big kick, too. But, like the vicar told you, he couldn't quite make it. Well, kids, that's about all. I guess you better start playing those games of yours.
Are you friends with Uncle Johnny?
That's right.
What happened when the hippopotamus flew into a sun?
I don't know, kid. He didn't tell me.
Peter, can you run away and play?
I heard what happened. I'm terribly sorry.
Thanks. I didn't tell the vicar because I didn't want to spoil all this.
I knew Johnny pretty well.
Yes, I know.
I know there's nothing I can say can make things any better for you, but I can only tell you this. As long as this town lasts, he'll be remembered here. I'd like you to read this. Not now, later. It might help.
My name is McNamara and I'm the leader of the band. And though we're small in number, we're the best in all the land. Oh, I am the conductor and we often have to play with all the best musicians you read about today. La 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 la.
Time, please, gentlemen. Time, please.
Sorry, Shotty.
Are you beautiful?
Oh, you Americans. And you RAF. There's nothing to choose between you.
Good night, Toddy.
Good
You
night.
beware of this chap. He's a bad type.
They're all bad types. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night,
Good night, Colonel. Come again.
Well, why not come to Chicago? Say you could fly over in a few hours.
Good night.
all these gangsters?
Oh, heck, Chicago's one of the most peacefulest...
Good night, Bobby.
It's one of the most
Good night.
peacefulest cities in the world.
Just child's
Good night,
play
Wally.
compared to what the next one's going to be like. Rockets 1,000 tons. Mark my words. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye, darling. Won't be long now.
Take care of yourself.
Sure.
Good night.
Good night. There you are.
Take care of her for me, Toddy.
Yes, of course.
Don't talk to any strange men. Good night.
Good night, Peter. Good night, Iris.
Good night.
Hello, Joe.
Hello. I just wanted to give this back to you.
Did you read it?
Yeah. Is it yours?
It belongs to me.
How's that last part go again? Better by far.
Johnny the bright star, to keep your head and see his children fed.
Yeah, that's it. Might have been written for him, mightn't it?
I think it was.
Oh, thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night, Joe.
Hello?
Hello. Thanks. Sounds like a busy night again.
Yeah.
Going back to the station.
Better by far for Johnny the bright star to keep your head and see his children fed.